The Treaty of Munich was a very significant document in the late 1930s, which was after World War I and a year before World War II starting. The pact was signed on September 30th, 1938. The appeasement policy was favored by the Munich Pact. Great Britain and France were trying to appease Germany by saying, if we sign over part of the Czech Republic to you, you're not allowed to keep taking over other countries, which ultimately didn't happen. Adolf Hitler was the dictator and the leader of Nazi Germany. His goal was to reunite all German-speaking countries to find living space. Hitler disliked the Treaty of Versailles and took over Austria and the Czech Republic. Then, later, he agreed to sign the pact, but completely disobeyed and broke the pact by invading Poland, which marked the beginning of World War II. Trying to appease Hitler were the British and the French prime ministers. Both nations were already war-weary from the Great War, and when Germany made a comeback, they were not ready to fight. Therefore, the British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain, who was in office from May 28, 1937 to May 10, 1940, was in favor of the appeasement along with the French Premier, Edouard Daladier. and together they signed an agreement to use the appeasement for Germany. After the end of the World War I, or the Great War, Adolf Hitler rose to power with the promise of returning Germany to greatness and uniting all German-speaking countries into one nation. By the time Great Britain and France brought forth a plan to stop Germany from going through with that promise, Hitler had already taken over Austria and was making plans to take over the Czech Republic.
The Treaty of Munich was France and Great Britain's plan to stop the rapid takeover. As said before, the pact was signed by dictator Adolf Hitler, Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain, and Prime Minister Edward Daladier in Munich, Germany. It applied appeasement, a theory that both Chamberlain and Daladier were very confident about. The agreement said that Germany was to stop conquering other lands to prevent outbreak of another war. And in exchange, Germany got to keep parts of Czechoslovakia. In about 4 to 5 months, Hitler broke this promise and took over the rest of Czechoslovakia and Poland. Because France, Great Britain, and the USSR were all Czechoslovakia's allies, they declared war on Germany. Hitler, breaking the Munich Pact, marked the start of World War II, one of the deadliest wars in human history.